Sorry? Oh! Hello! I was puttering away here. What's going on? Happy to see everybody. Hello, 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 Deanne. Hello, Pat. Hello, Lady Kopek and Gwenny and Kim and Stream Elements. Awesome. Thank you for showing up. Suburban, Donna, Becky, Diana, Virginia, Penny. Happy everybody's here. Nadine and what?
Stream Elements is the bot.
I know. I can say hi to this stream bot. Really? Really, Munchkin?
Love you.
Yeah. Lena and Pat and Charlotte and Sass and Mimi, April and Kathy and Michelle and Omika Curdy. Hello, hello, happy you're here. Hello, hello, Chris, Pauline. And Linda, oh, I forgot a light. Hello, 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 Linda. I don't want to miss anything. Hello, Chris. Hello, Zella. Hello, Joanne. Got it. Oh, hold on. Let me make it taller. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, I totally moved it the other way. I unscrewed it instead of tightening it, and now I made a mess. Somehow I'd say that was a surprise, but really, no, I don't think so. Okay, there we go. Hello. Right, Sophie. Right, Sophie, get the Sophie cam. Sophie cam, me, prominent number one. Right? What's it doing? Right? She was having a little itchy ear and floppy ear on the Tuesday live stream when we were cross-stitching. So I had her at the vet on the Wednesday, and she got a little ear treatment. So she's feeling much better. No flappy ear, no floppy ear, no scratchy. So yes, makes Mama very happy. So, right. It's always worrisome. It wasn't bothering her at first, and then all of a sudden she was like doing it like crazy. If you watch the stream, you'd see. So, oh, she's a good girl. She's doing much better. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat. Yes. Hello, Lois. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Jackie. And I believe I said hello, Ann. Papa Munchkin. Yeah, Papa Munchkin just went downstairs. He zipped into town today. And Claudette. Hello, 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 Karen. Hello, Wendy. Lois, if I missed you, Lois, I'm sorry. Hello. I thought I said hello, but maybe I didn't. Tracy. Hello, hello. Happy everybody's here. Hello, Stephanie. I'm in the car listening. What you doing? Hello, Mary. Hello from Strasburg, Colorado. And the snow. Yeah. Actually, we have rain. Most of our snow has gone kapoosies. So, but we're in for some next week, apparently. So, but it wouldn't take much for this to turn to snow. Just a couple of degrees in temperature drop. So, hello, Vicky. Hello, hello. Yeah, me too, Becky. I was really quite concerned because it literally only as we were doing the stream did it seem to start to bother her, and I think more because I was sitting next to her. And I could see her reacting to it, like she was scratching and flipping and scratching and flipping and licking her. And it was like, oh, what's going on, dog? Like, come on. So it was like, that's why I'd asked Munchkin when he come up from his break if he'd phone and make an appointment for her right away, like as soon as we could. So because let's get on this. We don't want her suffering in any way. So no, not Princess Sophie. She's sitting on her toy. So how's everybody doing today? I'm stopping to get gas right now. Oh, okay, gotcha. Be careful. What's everybody? Sorry you missed. Actually, there wasn't one last week there, Donna Faye, because we had such crap the internet that there was no point in doing, we had no choice but to stop the video or to stop the live stream. And even the replay was so stuttered and stopped and pixelated that it was not even worth putting onto YouTube, so we just deleted it. Things happen. Sewing a tree skirt, says Cheryl. Or Sherry, sorry. I don't need a new project, but Pat Sloan made me. Oh, did she have one? I'll have to go look that up. Hello, Laurel. Good morning from rainy California. Well, it's rainy here today, too. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Heather. How you doing, Heather? Hello, Kathleen. Thank you. I believe you were the one that commented on my beef stew dance for the Home and Hearth channel. I appreciate that. I believe it was. Hello, Sammy D. Happy you're here. Hello, Jane. What's going on? She says, hi, everyone. Jane Ritchie. And Teresa. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right, so we're going to kind of work on what we didn't get done yesterday. Oh, yesterday. Yesterday, last Saturday. Which was the rag quilt tree skirt. So that's what we're going to try and make that with the leftover scraps of the product the quilt that I made for one of my. She actually let me keep it because I had another project for her and I didn't quite get on it as soon as I wanted to, but I really have to tomorrow or Monday. So I can show that if people missed that last week, so I can show it because a lot of people that couldn't see it didn't know what color. They could just see like reds and some colors, so I'm happy to show that off today. Hello, Pam. Happy you're here. Hello, Virginia or Georgina. Apologize. Niece's gender reveal shower last week. She's going to have a baby boy. Oh, congratulations to the Alba family. Sewing together batting scraps to finish another baby quilt. New baby great niece born December 2nd. Oh, very nice, Pauline. Very nice. Mom, tell Lois I got her package today. I'm a thrilled quilter. Okay, done, Lena. I'm paying attention. So Lois, know that Lena got her package. And she is a very happy quilter, a thrilled quilter, sorry, apologize. Not going to start putting words in your mouth there, Lena. Sorry, thrilled quilter. And that was very nice of Lois to share. What was she sharing? Very nice, very nice. Okay, I'm glad you can make it today too, Pam. I'm so looking forward to the last week of Crossing Guard. You have no idea. The 2 weeks off, I really need. I'm tired. I need some rest. Oh, she says yay. She says yay, Lena. She got it. Okay, so what we were working on Tuesday, let's go with the overhead here. So when we get this done, oh, scraps. Oh, very nice. So when we get this little tree skirty done, we did this cross stitch. It's a free cross stitch pattern via !C stitch. Yes, C stitch. There's lots and lots of free patterns for cross stitch and other craft projects too. Don't just, it's not just cross stitch. So, and I said I have changed a cross stitch pattern into a quilt before. So I said we would do this as a challenge. We'd take one of these characters because we missed out on like 2 streams of, of getting stuff done this month because of power and internet issues. Then I'm going to take this little guy here, the reindeer, and I'm going to change him into a quilt block. A cross-stitched sort of looking quilt block. So that's what we did. We didn't put the pipe on Santa Claus. I just left him with the bare face. He seems to look a little, maybe I put the mouth in the wrong spot. I don't know, but whatever. He's unique. Yeah, I just didn't want the pipe. So we finished that up on Tuesday. Isn't that fun? That was fun. Okay. So I was just cutting some fabrics for that. If I used each square as a 1.5, and that's what I did. And I cut each one. I know you could probably cut strips. That might be easier. That's kind of what I did for when I did the wolf howling at the moon. I cut long strips, and then the other parts where it needed to be squared is what I squared. But I was just learning. This was like 2013 or something that I did that. So I was just trying to learn and go and move on. So yeah, so that's what we'll putter at when we finish the tree skirt. Okay. All right, so here we have, I had a lot of Go ahead. Okay, we're good. All right. So yeah, I'll grab the quilt and I'll show you what I made. And then this was some of the pieces left over, which I didn't, like, what am I going to do with it? So I thought of making a rag tree skirt. So I'll show you the quilt. 1 second here. Now this is about 80 by 70 or something like that. And her choice of colors. Okay. And I cut a 10-inch strip of fabric and then put it on a 45 with the ruler and cut and made these strips that were 4 inches thick. And then from there, I sewed them together and then did them on a little bit of a angle of one shifted one way, one shifted the other between the two strips, just to make the outer squares possible with mixed colors. So other than that little bit, it looked weird. So that's my customer project, and she's very, very happy. And then I'm making her a bag. I'm kind of gonna have to design this on my own because of what she's asked for. She has shared a picture, but I haven't been able to find the pattern. But I think I can figure it out. I'm a smart little cookie, so you know, I got brains. I can use them. And then I'll be doing that, and it'll be using the yellow as the inside of the bag, and this green small and the red big checkered for the outside of the bag with some black material as well. So thank you, thank you. It was a beautiful project to work on and wonderful to learn. So wonderful to learn. Threads everywhere. You have no idea with that. Just so you know. Couple times in the dryer, it'll look awesome. Oh, thank you, Linda. Cheers. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. 4 pounds? That's like 20 bucks Canadian. Cheers. Hey, it's big. And I got a little bonus this week. Not only did I get a $10 tip from my customer, she gifted me one of the panels that she sent here to get quilted. And I loved, because I loved the quilt so much. She just put border on border on border around really thick borders. And so she gifted this to me, and isn't he cute? Isn't he just the cutest? It reminds me of Helly's table runner she gave us a couple years ago. Isn't that beautiful? So that's my bonus. That was my Christmas bonus gift from one of my customers. I love it. She goes, I thought you would like it. I go, boy, do I ever. Is that lovely? I thought that was so cute. I know. It's so lovely. And she had it all wrapped up in a little bow, little box that said thank you. Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I thought I'd make this. Yeah, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to be a huge tree skirt, but you know, we'll work at it. But I thought if I could do 5 rows, and then in the center of that middle row is do the cut and make a bit of a circle, and then we can stitch around that first before we go all clippy. Okay. So let's put it all together first, though. So let's build out some more. And what you want to do is you want to have 3 bits of fabric. And because I'm having leftover bits from my customer's project, so it's all, I could probably sell this to her and she'd be like all over it. But we'll see what we're going to do with it. So this is the backing, and then your middle part, which I just chose to be white flannel because it was going to be seen. You have to think of it's going to be seen in between the fabric of the front and the back, and it's going to be clipped. So you don't want anything too crazy to, you know, deter from the front of your project. So I went and bought like 10 meters of white flannel to make sure I had enough for this project, as well as I knew I was going to use white flannel for back of baby quilts, making burp cloths, receiving blankets, whatever. So or even stocking tops, what have you. So it's cold there. Oh, why is it so cold there, Vicky? I love the timber gnome fabric. That's so cute. It's I can't wait to make something with it. It'll have to be next year, but I really want to build something nice out. Like I want to make some Christmas trees go around the side. I want to make like maybe a couple little village houses or something. So those, you know what I mean? I really want to create something very beautiful to go with that panel. And I'm not saying it just has to be like a gnome panel, but it could be, you know, something even just a Christmassy sort of panel. And this stuff that I'm going to add around the borders would just go with it no matter what. So I think so anyways. I know it's such a cute. I totally agree. I love it. I love it. Did you get what is? Yes, I did. Right here. Oh, actually, I showed it off on the cross stitch. I love my little mug. It's actually my glass was under it. You could see me move it. There we go. So thank you. And then she sent me a chunk of fabric. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, for Pete's sakes. I had it, Nadine. Oh, here it is. There we go. And she sent me a cute little bunch of fabrics here with some reds and some blues. Isn't that gorgeous? So that was my birthday Christmas gift, and I loved it. Look at that. Little nature fabric there. Wolves and bears. Totally. That totally would go with the gnome, actually. You're right. I think that's where you were going, weren't you, girl? Mm-hmm. That would be totally cute. Totally cute. Up, up, up. Okay, so let's add some more rows. That's what we're going to do. So I have some squares of white. And some, sorry, not squares, triangles of white, and my back. And let's find some top colored here. There wasn't a lot of blue, and I didn't want to cut a lot of blue, but I was hoping to have at least one blue triangle per row. Yes, because I have 3 triangles here, so a blue. And we just kind of want to strategically place them around. So what's everybody doing today? Like I said, it's raining. We had fog advisory, black ice, freezing rain this morning, and into this afternoon, into tomorrow, I think. Maybe. We'll see. See what the weatherman says. But then some parts of Ontario are supposed to be getting up to like 20 centimeters of snow, so they can have it. I think maybe your laptop is hung, honey. I'm not getting any update on the chat. Last thing I see is, oh man, it's cold here. Oh, no, wrong color. Wrong color, dark. Okay, let's do this red. No, I don't know. Nobody talking? Nobody's talking.
No.
See what I mean, honey? This was like, usually we have more of an active chat than that. So, I was like, what's up, Batmans? Give Pop a moment here. He's trying to work beside the camera. I'm just going to try and lay out some of the backing, the middle, and then that top fabric on my little triangles here. I did not stitch down or cross in way, shape, or form. So because I thought this gap in here was not that big of a gap, you know what I mean? It's like a palm size. It's fine, you know. It's not batting we're dealing with. So, and it was all stitched around. So I didn't see anything too crazy. Now we will be here next week. We will not be here the week after that, and that's the day after Christmas. That's the 26th. We're taking that day off as a family day. Just a family weekend hanging out with us. I have projects to work on, so if we do happen to do a spontaneous stream in there somewhere, then bonus to everybody, including us, for hanging out with you guys.
Weird. Looks like the live chat stopped.
Interesting. Maybe nobody wants to talk?
No, there's comments happening.
Oh, just on my screen.
Yeah.
It's wait, that's why I was like, okay, wait a second. That seemed like a little bit of a time that we had no chitty chat from the peeps. What's wrong with you, peeps? No, there's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with my own chat. Well, exactly. And I did pre-wash the flannel. The flannel got pre-washed before going into this project. For one, this was a bright red, and it's also going against white spots with this gingham on many, like some are bigger than others. And yeah, that was a really big concern of this color being so prominent. It got washed twice just to be on the safe side. But Munchkin said it didn't want run. So, but I thought just put it through again, hot water and everything. Hot water and high heat just to shrink it as whatever it was going to go. Oh, wow. That's fast.
Yeah, because it's catching up to all the chat. I can't see the mouse.
I wish I had a mirror. The scraps from the tree blocks will be scrappy borders. Oh, okay. I missed the rest of it, Kim. I'm sorry. Now I'm just getting my chat back. There we go. Oh, I have a question about long arm quilting. Okay, Deborah Taylor. I see that right at the top. So if whatever I missed in between, and I'm terribly sorry because just the chat wasn't there for me. Ask away. What can I answer you? What can the powers of Laura Lynn and the long arm of Walt help you with today? What are you doing? You chuckling it away.
It's still going.
Thank you so much. Switch your red check and yellow on the current row. Red and yellow. Gotcha. I'm making Christmas tree block 64 of them. Oh, wow. Out of scraps and stuff like that? We did a block not too long ago. Actually, it was a couple years ago, and I ended up making another tree quilt for my mom for Christmas because she loved the one that I had made so much. So I thought, oh, well, she loves that one. And it's not that I didn't want to give her the one that I made. It wasn't perfect. And, you know, when I'm trying to make something for my mom, I want it to be number one, 110%, you know. So I was trying to, so I made another one, and we did it as a live stream project, and it turned out amazing. It was so beautiful, and I loved the way it came out. It was a very easy pattern for those tree blocks. So making plans already, Sass? Oh, what's going on? What's Sass doing? I gotta go back. This is my last stream for the year as I head off home on Tuesday. Aw, we're gonna miss you, Sass. We'll be here, I think the 2nd? Yeah, the 2nd of January, though. So we'll see you in the new year. For sure. And we'll miss you. Sorry, honey? Oh my gosh. I gotta find it. Just above Gwenny. Gwenny's on there a couple times. Oh, there we go. Do you still baste whole quilts before quilting? What I do is, actually I've done a Long Arm Wednesday video on it, is how to load a quilt. So I'll take the backing, it's loaded. Take the batting, and that's mean it's pinned from center out, and on both sides of, you know, whatever it is that we're working with, whatever bit of fabric or size wise, and then same center out is pinned, and then it's stretched in between the two rollers, and then I lay out the batting, which usually I try to optimize it as much as possible so I'm not wasting their batting. I can, I give myself a good inch, but some people want you to have like 2 or 3 inches all the way around when they do long arming. And I can understand that. Trust me, when it comes to some sort of project, you really do actually need that extra batting. And then I go from the center in a base stitch of usually 4.0 of the size of the stitch for the machine, and I'll go from the center out to the corner and making sure I'm lining, and it's in locked mode on this 0. So no matter what, I try to make sure that the top of the quilt and where it's being base stitched is even all the way across, about 1/4 of an inch down. So, and then I go down each side too, and then set it up for quilting, and then base the sides, and then set it up for quilting. So I don't base the whole quilt. That's pointless. I don't know, unless you have a different sort of machine, but I don't see the point in basting the whole quilt unless you're hand stitching it. So long arms warm. That's how can we help you today? I'm glad I can make you laugh. Hopefully it helped. I got my Team Cheese t-shirt. Oh, nice. Very nice, Donna Faye. Very nice. Hello, Miss Helly. I'm sorry I'm late. I fell asleep on the couch. That's okay. Nap time's allowed. We were actually talking about you earlier. Because I wanted to show you something. Hold on. Now that I know you weren't here. Because you weren't paying attention. No, I'm kidding. What did I do? Oh, I got a bonus from one of my customers. She gave me a $10 tip. And this cute little panel, and she gave me this quilt that she did, and that's what I quilted up for her, was this cute little panel, and it reminded me of the table runner that you gifted to us a couple years ago. Isn't he cute? Or they're so cute, and I really want to think of some awesome idea of making like a little housey village over here, and some trees and everything else for next year, and we'll get them all stitched up. And they'll be like, isn't he adorable? Just think he's so cute. I was just like so tickled. So tickled. I know. And I knew you would love it. Like, it totally reminds of me of the little table runner that you gifted to us, and then I quilted up. I know. So cute. So cute. And then she had in this cute little bow, and then this cute little bag that said big thank you on it. I was like, I love bonuses. I love bonuses. So cute. He's so cute, isn't he, Tina? Just love him, love him, love him. Love him, love him. So adorable. Okay, so not all these pieces are the same. That came as the remnant offcuts from my quilt project, okay? So they're not all the same. So let's do some switching of coloronies here. And let's do this here and here. There. I think that looks okay. So these are all kind of half squared together. It doesn't really seem like I had any rhyme or reason for putting these things together, because these are not in the same way or what have you. You know, this probably should have been pointing in that way, but that's okay. It's just for learning. I have that panel. She's home. Sewing fur on dance cut. Oh, wow. That's some fuzzy stuff. Hello, Charlotte. I have to search for my Christmas fabric, then I can start with new Christmas ball. Oh, very nice. What fabric Christmas ball? Is it like the ornament? Okay, you think you got it? Okay, hopefully, Deborah. Hopefully that helps you. I'm worn out, laugh out loud, but happy. Rain in a bit of food, much to grateful for. I said hi to you a while back. Oh, whoopsies. I almost bought that panel, still thinking about it. I do have a beautiful one that's a very special person made for me, and I have hanging up. Love, love, love them too. Very nice, very nice. Yep. So, yeah, it's been a busy week. I've finished up a couple of projects. Do we have pictures to show? Did you get those sorted, my love? Okie dokie. All right. Yeah, no worries. Just let me know. I worked on a beautiful little Dresden project. It was my creation for a customer. I've known, or I've watched her daughter grow up for the past like 11 years, and it was nice to do something for their family, and she really wanted something super special for her daughter, and their last name has a lot to do with bumblebees and bees. Like they get, they're linked with that. So, and she's a very bright and beautiful child, well, young adult or adult now. I can't even say young adult because she is an adult. And yeah, I came up with something really beautiful, and she absolutely loved it and was like crying when she picked it up this morning. So, and I said to her, I was kind of hoping you'd wait till after the live stream to pick it up. And she goes, oh, why? And I said, because I wanted to share it with everybody. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want to keep it? I'm like, no, I didn't want to take it back at that point in time. She was so happy. I said, don't worry. I took some pictures. So I said, we can share them. But I can't share them to social media because I believe her daughter has me followed. So, and I don't want, whoops. Oh, where did that go? Oh, whew, holy moly. And I don't want to ruin the surprise of her Christmas present, so. Like, she doesn't watch our videos. I'm pretty darn sure of that. She's a busy person, so. But I didn't want to share it to social. You might try live Facebook on Christmas Day. Oh, give us a heads up there, Sass, when you might. I would love to hang out with you. I'm serious. Send me a message. For reals. I need to know ahead of time because we are like so many hours apart. If I have to get up in the middle of the night to talk to you, you got to give me a heads up. Mm-hmm. Hello, Naomi. Happy you're here. Long arm squirmies in the house. Exactly. Hello, Karen. Hi, everyone. I've missed everyone. Been in the hospital with COVID-19 pneumonia, but getting better now. Just trying to catch up with what you are making. Oh, we're starting to make a Christmas tree skirt, but it's the rag quilt style. And the only reason is because I had some leftover triangles from a customer project and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I thought, what could I do with it? So, and I may offer it up to her. And if she doesn't want it, I may sell it or give it away. We'll figure it out. So I did switch on to my walking foot for this project because you are going to be sewing through 6 layers of fabric when you consider your front fabric, your top fabric, your inner fabric, which is your white, and your backing. And then you've got your backing, your inner, and your top. So that's 6 layers. So you want to make sure you have that walking foot that's going to help feed those feed dogs move the fabric going from A to B in the process all along. Oh, there we go. There's the quilt. I made a custom bumblebee. And that's the close-up of the bumblebee. There's me long arming it. I do have some footage on the GoPro, but we'll save that for a break. So take a look at this beautiful project. She just loved it. It turned out to be about 78 by 82-ish. And I was seriously in love with the bee I made. Like, it was hard just to not make another one just for myself. And even Munchkin was like, can I have that bee? I go, you cannot have the bee. and she was just ecstatic. Like she was crying when I was sent her the pictures, and then she was crying when she was here hugging. She wanted to hug me so bad, she kept hugging the quilt so tight. And then when she went home, she goes, "I'm bawling. I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic. It's so beautiful." So I was like, I feel like I've totally won. Hold on, Jackie. That's a good question. They are that big. They are 20. No, it's not 25 because it lies, because it starts off at 3. 22 inches. Oh, I can make another one. I have it all as the drawing I made and stuff like that. I can make another one for sure. But yeah. Yeah, I used to walk their dog when we first moved here. They had a very rambunctious German Shepherd. Pardon? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know where we are now. So, anyways, it was good. She absolutely loved it. She absolutely loved it. So, that's how big that one is. This is a So Easy wedge 10-inch ruler, the Dresden ruler. Yes, it was. I applicated down. I traced it out, or drew the bee out with the wings separate and the yellow part separate. Like it was all 3 separate units. The black of the bee, the wings, the 4 wings. I did a big one and a small one, and then overlapped them, and then I appliqued them down with like a goldy, tanny sort of thread all the way around. So, and then it was a heat and bond. I put it on heat and bond, and then stuck it to it. Yes, prayers to you there, Karen. Speedy recovery. Capture card keeps hanging. Whoa. The whole wall looks empty behind me. Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Big hugs. Big hugs. I'm not sure why you have a blank screen. That's weird. The bee turned out amazing. Absolutely amazing, Kim. I was so pleased with it. And I said to her, I have plans to make a bee, but it's not really like a small bee. Can it be like a half decent sized bee? And she says, do whatever you like. And I'm like, oh, okay, awesome.
I don't know that you saw it, but Stephanie donated 100 as well.
Whoa. Oh, Stephanie. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. No, I totally missed that.
Everybody wants to get to the 12-hour.
And that's next weekend.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it if you get there. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Mom and Pop. Catherine from Brittany, France. It is 7:35 p.m. here and very dark, but seeing you cheers me up. Well, thank you, Catherine. Thank you very much for being here. We're working on a little fun project here. Going to make a tree skirt. Doesn't have to be big. Just has to be a tree skirt. Thank you, everybody who's trying to get us to the 12 hours for next weekend. Good morning, everybody from Wyoming, says Joyce. Hello, hello. Hello, Vicky Robles. Happy you're here. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It was such a good, fun project to make. I want to make a rounded petal as possible. You could, but you would have to clip. I think you would have to clip a little bit and then be able to fold those edges over on maybe like a template, like a cardboard template or an iron safe sort of template sort of thing. You know what I mean? You could do it. It is possible. They probably even have a ruler now where you're cutting your fabric in that section and you're actually doing the slits at the same time. I'm sure I've seen that, or it seems like a good idea. Or they give you marks of where you need to slit. So you could do it. You could. I like the points though, because to me it reminds me of a flower. So, whoa! You guys are amazing. All right, okay, I guess that's it. That sorted that, didn't it? Pardon? Oh, okay, sorry. Well, thank you, Penny. I just saw the number. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very much. I'm loving me a live stream. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Big hugs to you. Oh, speaking of Deborah, I've got almost everybody's envelope addressed. And then I will try and get to the post office a couple times this week and get them all mailed out. But if I don't, then I promise I'll do it during the Christmas vacation. So, because I'm sure it's quite chaotic right now. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your help in getting us there. Okay, well, it looks like one of the cameras has cut out. Whoops. You know what? Sometimes we just never can catch a break. But we keep shining on and being chipper and trying to just deal with it. Because life is short. And life is what you make it. Well, thank you for helping out there, Penny. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Alta. Big hugs. Thank you, thank you. Guys are amazing. You really want to get us there. You think we are there? Okay. Okay, let's put that. Oh, hold on. 1, 2. I seriously can't count. I only had 4. I mean 3. Duh. Hello. We need one more. They are good people, aren't they, Miss Helly? They are good people. She's got a birthday coming up. Got a few weeks. You got any plans going on for that there, Miss Helly? She's like a New Year's baby. She's like shortly after the New Year. Some of the outer corners were getting folded when it came out of the dryer, so it kind of got this little wrinkle edge sometimes. So I'm just trying to tidy that up before laying my fabric down, so I'm not dealing with wrinkles. You just want to layer like a little sandwich. Make it like a grilled cheese sandwich. Make it a fabric sandwich. Okay. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You're awesome sauceums. And Donna Faye, oh, you guys, thank you. Okay, I guess we're going 12 hours next Saturday. Bring it on, Bat Cats. We'll finish up all my UFO projects. Who keeps beeping? I wonder if somebody's trying to call me. No. Actually, I have a project to work on for someone, or a young man and his family. So that'll be amazing. We'll work on that. We'll work on that project. That'll be cool. Miss Allison knows which one I'm talking about. But she's not here, is she? Is Allison in the house? Son's birthday with a 12-hour stream. Bring him with you. Families are planning a surprise party for him, so won't be able to be here. We'll miss you. We'll miss you, Miss Helly. All right, so now we have our little sections together. I'm gonna line them up and sew down little squares to make a row. Okay. Now this quilt is kind of a little bit forgiving if things don't line up completely or exactly, because you're clipping stuff anyways. We'll get stuff sorted. We got things to do. We got things to do. But getting a chance to work on that project for that young man and his family would be really nice too. So I think that would be kind of, and it's good, and it's a good free pattern, and the fabric actually was gifted to me by Miss Pat. She has inspired actually this project with the colors. So, and I'm going to use some of the cream that I have here of my wide back, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I can just see it coming all together right now. Hello, Ronald. What's going on? How you doing today? On this beautiful Saturday. Well, I wouldn't say totally beautiful. It's gray. It's a gray Saturday. It's a gray Saturday down in the park. I know that's not how the song goes, but I'm making up my own words. I'm allowed. I'm allowed. Hello, Kim Ford. How you doing? Awesome. Exactly, right, Am? My birthday is the 7th of January. Yes, I knew you were shortly after the new year. Thank you, everybody who's made it possible for us to do a 12-hour stream next week. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate every single one of you. Let's just make sure this is going to line up on this side that we want, or we can flip it to the other side, because really it doesn't matter. You are free and open for options. You can have it any way you like. There you go, kind of like that one. Yep, I kind of like that one. So let's take this and we'll kind of squish it together, because we've got a lot to sew through here. Got a lot to sew through. Put a pin in. I'm on the big screen now. Sign into chat on the day, Miss Helly, and we'll all sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, Helly's son. Happy birthday, Helly's son. Thank you for sharing your lovely mother. Happy birthday, Helly's son. There we go. Done. Done and sorted. I believe the same chat problem has occurred, my dear. Okie dokie. I have hi Ronald, hi Helly. That's the last I see. Anybody else having issues with the YouTube chat? Stopping on them? It's our first time experiencing this, so. Oh, thank you, Deborah Taylor. Thank you. It popped up on the screen. The big screen right there. It literally just popped up because it's got that crazy chick in the sewing machine. Kind of looks like me. The most important thing is to make sure all your layers are together as you're sewing. That's because but you can always come back. There's a couple sections I had to rip apart, rip down to where I can include the backing because the backing slipped out just a smidge or something like that. Okay, so that'll be 3 rows. Okay, like it doesn't have to be a huge tree skirt, and it can be square, so it's no big deal. And then we can decide at this point whether we're going to have this one as our center or this one as our center, and then work from there because we're going to cut down the center and make a bit of a hole, and then so we can get the, so it sits around the tree, right?
Did yours refresh?
No, it did not, my dear. So we just need to plan out the next 8 triangles. Oh, excuse me. I know, I can't believe we're at like 34%. We're so excited. Trust me, that number sits in our bank account. There's a few units I'd like to buy. So, whoa, holy jeebies, back cats.
It's going out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
But I'm just waiting for it all to catch up. It looks like it's going to take a little bit. Almost there. Looks like we're almost there. Sorry about the delay. I don't know what's going on. It's just weird today. Nope, that's where it ended. Before you came out here. That is weird. Okay. I'm sorry I can't see your chat, peoples. I'm just going to keep plugging away here and just know that I appreciate you all here.
Just gonna restart this.
Okay. Here, let's if we keep.
Surprised there's a Microsoft patch.
Oh, really?
It's probably what's doing it.
Ah. Microsoft patch. You see how that got a little wrinkly from the washing, just that edge of the fabric. So if we give it a little press, it just sits a little lot better. Yeah, it's very dark outside just because it's been, raining, and it wasn't necessarily freezing rain this morning, but it was raining, and because of the ground was still cold, it was freezing. So it was freezing as it hit the ground because there was little layers of ice on the way out to go let the chickens out this morning. So. And I think I only had the one with the dark blue, so I figured I'd keep that for the center. And we'll cut up like this part so this ends up staying solid, and then we'll put the light blues on the other 2 rows here, because I got enough for a light blue on either row. Just because I use light blue more than anything else on the corners of the quilt. I just felt the other colors were really stood out enough, and the blues just needed just a little bit more. Sometimes red and greens can be a little bit overpowering, especially mixed with a yellow, and you don't really see the blues. And I do have some special sort of snips. They're a little spring right here in the center. We did buy 2 pairs to aid in the doing of this process. So, but I did find that 4 or 5 times during the clipping of that one quilt, I needed to put like a drop of oil in between here where the blades were coming together, because it would just get so stiff it wouldn't even spring back open anymore. So, or we'd have to like kind of twist the blade just a smidgy, you know, that sort of thing to make it work. And it didn't take too long to do. I mean, it was a process, obviously. And what I tried to do is to work down the long rows first, and then the angled cuts per row. And then that way I didn't miss anything. And then, of course, I went over it again. And, of course, I'd find like 2 or 3 I missed because I flipped the quilt or something or whatever. But it was definitely something you have to go over, or you have like this methodical plan out of what you're gonna, how you're gonna process on the cutting. So, but it was very fun. It was very fun to do, and I'm happy I did it, and I'm ecstatic to be able to try and use up some more of the fabric by doing this little project. So, and I'm hoping I can share pictures of the bag she wants me to create. I'll have to do that either the Guild webpage. So if you're not a member of our Guild website, it's www.wesewit.com. You can go sign up there. Doesn't cost you anything, but if you want to help out and get an extra video per month and get on the list for winning projects that we work on via the paid member section, then go ahead and do so. And you're greatly appreciated. Your help is greatly appreciated. But it's a great place to share what you're working on, you know, current recipes, or especially if you got like Christmas celebrations, or something. What's a family tradition for you? What's your favorite snacks and treats? What do you guys do for, you know, New Year's? You know, we all have our different little traditions, and it's nice to kind of know them. We have not put up our tree. I don't think we will. It's just a matter of, it's not that we're not feeling festive or Christmassy. It's just a matter of there's no really space without trying to juggle this and juggle that and be stressed about it. And I don't want to be stressed about it. So it's not the end of the world to not have a tree. So I have the gingerbread blow up dude outside the door. He's good. I'm happy. I don't know. No, it has not caught up. That is very weird. Yeah, indeed.
See, the thing is when it's in the actual window, it's fine.
Really? Need some more. You know, Pop's trying to work on it. That's why it says connection closed there. You can't see the Sophie camera. It's from the same system. Oh, no, that's not that. That's that. My wall looks so empty back there. Had the block of the months or block of the weeks up there, the so long for a long time.
Yeah, when I have the chat popped out,
It's not working?
working now.
It's very frustrating. Because I can't see the chat. No one wants to see the chats. Show me the chat!
I'm trying.
I know, I'm just teasing them. Trying not to be a temperamental star. Who am I trying to kid? Let's try this red. Okay, so let's put that there so it's out of the way. And then what we'll do is we'll sew these squares together and then sew them together there. There we go. Oh, Vicky's leaving. Okay, bye, bye, bye. Hang up a tree door quilt. I could. We have a couple of thingies here, but just, I don't know. I don't know. Just a lot going on. Mentally wise, I guess. I don't know. Now, when first doing this type of quilt, it's hard to get over the fact that you're, placing all right sides outwards and then squishing the seam together and then sewing the seam and then clipping it. It's a bit much. It's a bit much to get your mind around at first. And in fact, Pop was very confused by the whole process.
Webcam fell over.
Webcam fell over? Oh, it did. Oh, you must have tugged on the laptop. Okay, there we go. You back being famous? Hey? Are you back being famous?
Not yet.
Not yet? So famous Sophie Lofi? Hey? Little puppers. She's so cute. She's so cute. Here we go. Oh, it's a process. It's a process. Okay, so there's one square. The Sophie cam? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Needs to be tilted up. Okay, hold on. You get your foot in the air. You get your foot in the air. Hey, hey, Rolf. High five. High five. No. So pretty. Right? You just need a selfie camera all day. There you go. That's all you need. Just a selfie cam. That's all anybody ever needs is a selfie camera. Okay, a little square done. Now I've really just seen this traditionally done as in squares. So when my customer wanted that kind of a weird angled cut, I was like, ooh boy, I don't know about that. But really, once you just wrap your brain around what you have to cut and how much you have to space wise to allow for the clipping in between, then it's all good. It's all good. But you have to count that as not necessarily lost quilt space because it's actually being the frilly top, but you're not, when it adds up over time, right? Over each block. Hello, June. Keeps dozing off. I'm sorry we're boring. Or you're just tired. I hear you though, like, I'm all up for like a 7 o'clock bedtime. Sometimes. Not last night though. I was trying really hard to stay awake. Alright, yeah, I'm stuck at time of 1. That is so weird. It went from 158 to 144. It went back to the Hi Ronald, Hi Helly section that I told you about when you first came out here, dear. That is so bizarre. I have no idea. I can't explain what the heck's going on here. Okay. Now let's lay these out and sew these 4 together. So here, do that here. Actually, I'm gonna go here, there. Should it really matter about the way the angles go? I don't think so. I don't think so. Just be different. No, we don't want the 2 reds together. Let's do that. Okay, now back to 158. Okay, all right, bye, Vicky. You can do a scrappy tree and put it on the wall behind you and call it a good for good old Chris. There you go, perfect. I don't know. I think we are. I think we're trying to catch up. I don't even know what time it is right now. The chat is saying 2 o'clock to me, so I'm assuming it's going to catch up. Because I don't think it's past 2. Okay, all right. We got a couple minutes to catch up on. There we go. She needs to do 1 more block. Oh. Hello, Mindy. Hello, kitchen. Everything's going past today. I learned today the neighborhood had their dog put down due to too much aggression. I am perplexed. He was a very young dog. Really? Oh, that's too bad. There's Allison. I need to get using my Aki quilt someday. I have had for over 2 years and haven't started. Oh, you have to, Allison. Actually, there's a couple. The next one I'm going to do for the member video because I've got the other one done. I just have to shoot the video and announce the winner. But that quilt top is done and it is gorgeous. So the next one is I'm actually using my Aki quilt cutter for. I'm cutting all the bits for the and sewing them together. It's a beautiful store sort of thing. So it's gorgeous. I'm happy to show off the member video, our member quilt, if people would like to see it. I'm sure the members would be very excited, the paid members, to see how beautiful it looks all full and done. except for the quilting part, which is that's what the member gets, the winner of the quilt who gets to pick is the quilting, the batting, the backing, all sorts of fun stuff. So if people are interested in seeing it, I'm happy to show it. But, you know, if they're not, then that's fine. That's all good. It's all good, no hurt feelings. Just hubby. That's all there is in our house there, Mindy. Just be the three of us. Yes, please? Okay. All right. All right. Tina says yes. Ann says yes. Okay. Hold on. I'll have to get Pop's help if he's not too busy. I'm sure he's got a lot of stuff on his plate to deal with right now, but I'm happy to show you guys because it turned out amazing. I was so pleased with it, and it's a really big quilt too. It's like 90 something, 90 by 90. Okay, hold on. It's right here. Pop has a moment, and it goes to the big camera. Oh, did you switch it? Yeah. Oh, okay. I gotta move this over here. Good gravy, it's a mess. Okay, ready? Here's half. I think, yeah, it did. Take that one. Okay, so here's half. Hopefully you can see that. You cut it there. And then here, let's do from one corner here. And it had to be a little creative because I didn't have quite enough with my border fabric. But there we go. Isn't that a stunner? I'll go half here. Perfect. There you go. Thanks, Dan. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, and someone gets to win it. No, I was just going to fold these two. You fold those two? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you can. I know you can. It's big. It's really big. It's a really good size. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. It turned out amazing. And then I have this lovely multicolored binding for it once they decide the backing and everything else like that. So isn't that awesome? Yeah, and I chose the two blues, and I just one square, or one strip. So it looks, it's like a bit of a scrappy one. So hold on, it's got to go in its bucket over here. There we go. Awesome. Thank you very much. It's called Springtime. Oh, that's a good question. It was a free pattern. I'll try and find that out for you, actually, Pam Reynolds. Send me a email at info@wesew.ca asking for the pattern of the member video, okay? And I will try and find it, and then I'll send it to you. Hello, Rhonda from Mississippi. 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 Welcome. From the Great White North. Well, the Great Wet North at this point. Can't say it's white. It's definitely wet. It's waning. I'm sorry? Oh, yes. Sounds like almost freezing rain hitting the stovepipe. Are you suggesting I get delivered Crocs? Crocs? Gross? Crocs? Gross? Gross? You mean groceries? Is that what you mean? I thought you were talking shoes there for a second there, Gwenny. Like, what's she talking about? What's she talking about? All right, let's go here. Sew this down. Doo-doo. Yeah, I have to say, working on that flower bee quilt was amazing. I really enjoyed the opportunity, and I was even more pleased when she said, you know what, I've seen your stuff. I know what you can do. Just create something for my daughter that you know. And I went, and then she gave me a couple of hints of like yellow and black and playing off the word bee, and you know, and so I'm like, okay. And then I didn't really sketch anything out. I just kind of told her my idea-ish, was like, you know, big flower in the center, little ones hanging off the side, and you know, like maybe, you know, a couple of garden critters or something. She goes like, go for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm like, all right. And then as I started designing it and, you know, getting the fabrics, and, you know, I went shopping for fabrics, and as well as some of my own stash and stuff like that. So it was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun to be able to kind of create that and have a customer be so willingly and free saying, just create what you want. You know, I've seen your stuff. I want you to make something special for my girl. So, and that was like, you know, the best compliment. You know, just being able to do what I wanted. So, not necessarily what I wanted, is what I thought that they would like. Knowing them, right? So, but yeah, very happy with the bee project. Oh, my daughter who is married and lives a couple hours away. Oh no! Oh my goodness, Allison. No, no. Oh no, that's not good at all. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, speedy recovery. We actually go down, as of Monday, we're in like the red controlled zone now. We were like yellow or orange or something. I don't know what it was before red, but that's as of Monday, which means limited people in grocery stores. You got to line up everywhere. There's nothing of the essentials of, you know, like this or that is going to be open. So it's definitely weird. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, got she knows. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just enough. All right, I need to take a quick little potty break. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Hours for Pop's birthday. That's November 21st to 2020. And if you want to hang out with us, 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to work on a bunch of gifts for you guys, because we reached 20,000 subscribers and we're getting close to 21 now. So maybe we'll do 21 gifts. And we're Okay. I like my AccuQuilt cutter. I do. It's very handy. Especially when we did that double, the wedding ring quilt. Oh my gosh, that was a lifesaver. Yes, actually can't wait to show off the project that we're going to do for the next member video. Super cool. Super cool. Do 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 do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, Sophie? Yeah? Think so? Oh, I have sad news. Okay, actually, I have a question. Pop, could you bring me out the stitchy thing that I was working on for Sarah Lynn? I was going to say maybe it's on just to the side of the couch there, or couchy area. Maybe people can have a suggestion of how I can fix it. Okay, so when I was taking Sophie Lofi to the vet on Wednesday, while I was waiting for her, I was working on my niece's dragon project from the cross stitch live streams. Okay. And when they went to knock on the window, like this is a vehicle that normally Sophie just sits in the back because it's Pop's car. I didn't have my Jeep at the time. My Jeep was getting fixed, so I had to take Pop's car. So she had a spot in the back. Anyways, sorry. I can laugh about it now, but I was like, at first. So when I went to go talk to her and pay, Sophie, who was running through the snow and the dirt in the driveway or the parkway, jumped into the front seat and stomped on the project. And then you can tell if you go to the overhead. Beautiful, lovely Sophie print right there. And then a lovely Sophie print right there. So she popped it out of the hoop. I was more concerned she was actually going to stab herself in the foot. And then I was going to have to break, because I just randomly shoved it in because the girl had kind of startled me because I was just stitching away waiting for her because I was like waiting 20 minutes already. So, and then with that red marker, this one here, hold on. I was going to say it wasn't me, but clearly it was. This is the one I sketched it out with. It actually bled. It bled, so it actually looks like yellow and orange. Can you see that? Just finish the project and then wash it? Yeah, Sonia? I know it's Sophie Love, and I wasn't mad at her. That was my own fault for not sticking it up on the dashboard or something like that. I should have, I should have known she would have been stressed but would have been happy to see me and would have come tried to hop in the front seat. I should have known that, but I didn't think about it. So, do you think I should just finish it? I was a little saddened because I was so close. Look how close I was to being done. Like as I was working down the ear and I just had these little frilly things and then these little ones. Like it was so close, right? I was like, I don't know, Mindy. I don't know. Maybe add OxyClean, but wouldn't that take away from the red? Finish it and then wash it, says Anne. Okay. I was a little crushed. I didn't want to, I was like, oh man, I had to start over. So, but if you guys think I can still salvage it, I will. And like I said, I was not mad at Sophie. I didn't yell at her or anything else like that. Even the girl was like, oh, what just happened? I said, it's okay, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. She goes, oh my gosh, look at that. I'm like, it's all right, don't. Yeah, so she kind of stomped on it, but it's all right. I know she was just excited to see me because she'd been in getting her ear attended to. Give it a try? Yeah? All right. Okay, I will. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Because I was all sad face for a few days. I was like, oh. I'm like, I really wanted to give that to her for Christmas, but I don't know about now. So it's not going to happen. Well, maybe just after Christmas at this point. But All right. Okay. I appreciate the feedback. I really do. I appreciate the helpful hints and tips and encouraging just to finish it and get it done and we'll sort it out from there, right? Sort of thing. So thank you. Thank you. It is helpful. Because I was a little discouraged. It's like, schnarks. Definitely use a color catcher. Well, it was done as a basic kind of it was just an idea of like, okay, I have to get this idea out of my head. Is it going to work? Will it look good? So I just literally put fabric down and picked this red marker, and because I knew I had some red thread, you know, that was the only reason why I chose the red one. And I thought I could have done it better, and I probably should have, and then traced that one out, but I started stitching that one. So hello, Jenny. Happy you're here. Oh, what did Charlotte say? I missed it. Robin has a tutorial on her channel that removed bleeding on fabric. That was. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, because it's a muddy paw print too, right? Like it was. I wouldn't say it was completely saturated, but it was really wet when it came home. So you definitely use a color catcher. Okay, I will. Yeah, she totally was, Mike. She totally was. But you know what? I like I said, I understand because she was stressed out. Mommy wasn't with her when she went to the vet and got her ear all sorted out. So I understand the stress, and I should have thought ahead that she was going to want to come next to me immediately, and I didn't think about that. So that was completely my error. I know her. And I should have known better. So I should have prepped. I should have put it up on the dashboard, not on the chair, or not on the seat beside me. But hindsight and 2020 and blah, blah, blah stuff, you know. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Oh, I had another dark one too. Oh, let's do a dark. Let's do a dark. But then I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, can I even save this? Is this even savable? It was actually in my sewing machine or sewing bag tote, and I was going to put it back there, but obviously I should have. But like I said, I was not expecting Sophie to jump into the front seat, considering this is a vehicle she's only ever been in the back. But like I said, it was my own fault. Oh, that's where some of them went. I was like, wait a second, I had a bunch of triangles cut. Oh, Allison's going. Oh, goodbye. Later. Hello, Barbara from Peaster, Texas. Peaster, Texas. How is it in Peaster, Texas? We have actually the rain started coming down really heavy. Well, in the bathroom, I could hear it on the roof. So. Maybe keep projects. Oh yeah, I was working on it at the time there, Virgie, and it was just because the technician was bringing Sophie back out to the car from getting her ear treatment, and she got her nails clipped too. And I just put it to the seat beside me to deal with the girl, and then I didn't realize when she let Sophie in the back, she was gonna hop over to the front. So it's okay. It's okay. I thought I could just try and fix it or just start fresh, and it would just be for Sarah Lynn's birthday instead of Christmas. That's all. So maybe I'll make another one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. So what is that? It's a green and a blue. Okay. That there. Don't got a lot of colors left. Yellow and green. I didn't really want to cut any more. I just wanted to use what I had. Oh, might have to use this other blue. It's okay. It'll work. It'll work. Okay, there's that. I need 2 more. Yeah, she's doing much better. Look, she's cuddling on her toy. Can you see her all cuddled on her toy there? That's the new one I bought her because we went to the vet. I had to go pick up my Jeep on Wednesday night. That's why I had Pop's car for Sophie's vet appointment instead of having my Jeep, or I wouldn't have cared. And I would have put it up on the dashboard. But nonetheless, because I know she's used to riding co-pilot. Sophie's co-pilot in the Jeep. She's my navigational. She doesn't care where the heck we're going as long as we're going somewhere. So yeah, but you know, whatever. So and then I went to the dollar store to pick up. Actually, I was looking for cans of compressed air for Munchkin because he had asked for it. And then I picked up a set of permanent markers to sign the sewing machine blocks, but found the marker ran. It was too thick, so I have to look for a thinner one. So I was very disappointed by that. Disappointed it ran. So I should have picked up the ones that Pat had suggested. Yeah, she was doing we were doing a cross stitch live stream on Tuesday, and you can tell in the process of us doing the 2.5 hour live stream, there was something going on with her ear. So it didn't start off that way. She was fine, and then all of a sudden she started scratching and then licking her paw and then scratching her ear and licking her paw and scratching her ear, and it was continuous, and then she kept flipping her head. So I'm like, okay, there's something going on there. So when Munchkin came up for his lunch break from his internship, he made the appointment for the next day for 11. So we don't fool around with that sort of stuff. It's important to her health as well as our own mental health, because that can't be good for her. And I certainly I know what an earache feels like, and if she has an earache, my goodness, I feel so sorry for her. You know what I mean? Like that's just unnecessary pain, and especially when we can deal with it as soon as possible, right? Yeah, she was. Only towards the end of the stream, though. Yeah, it was really weird, Mindy. Like, it really just started to irritate her, like, during the stream. Allergy to chicken. Well, see, they told me it's because she was eating the rabbit poop in the yard. We have a rabbit or hare or whatever it is living under the deck, and has been living in the garden and under the deck, or 2 of them or 3 of them or what have yous, for a couple of years now. And when she first started getting them in the spring and summer, they told me it was because her ears were getting wet constantly, and because she was outside. And I'm like, well, she's only outside for peas and stuff like that. We're not going for massive walks or anything in the rain, and or eating rabbit poop. So I'm like, so when I see her out in the yard and she's sniffing around, I go, stop eating the rabbit poop. There's me yelling out there like some crazy old lady. Stop eating the rabbit poop. I know, and they just want to eat it. I don't get it. I'm like, do I have to send you outside with a muzzle so you don't eat the rabbit poop? She does not like water. Like, she doesn't even like it when it rains heavy. So yeah, so as soon as I noticed there was something on with her, I'm like, ask Munchkin I was going to call after the live stream, but I know he had the number in his phone, so he could have made the phone call too. So, and he also knows when I could have taken her. So Jellybean's yuck. Yeah, I know, right? And trying to get them not to. Oh, she hasn't had worms, thank goodness. But they apparently can get ear infections, of all things. But yeah, that's what the technician told me the first time around and second time around when she would come back. I'm like, well, okay, why is she getting this? Like, what am I doing something wrong? Like, should I be doing something? And I didn't know I should be doing something. Like, if you eat the rabbits, can she eat the poop? No, Mike. No. I don't want her eating the poop. I don't want her eating the rabbit either. Actually, I've trained her not to chase after the rabbit. That was a lot of, a lot of process there. But maybe I should have, because then it'd stop pooping in the yard. Oh, man. Little did I know. Trying to save the rabbit from being chased by the dog all the time, and then its poop is hurting my dog. And she's got a bit of a floppy ear too. It doesn't sit up or anything like that. And we never got her ears cut or clipped or whatever that torturistic thing is for dogs that I don't believe in, and whatever. To each their own. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry if I sneeze in your ear. Oh, I apologize. I can feel it burning. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I apologize. I'm so sorry for sneezing in your ear. The other morning, I must have sneezed like 20 times, but it was only 2 sneezes. Only 2 sneezes. And then Pop gets up a couple hours later, because I was up early for some reason. My head was all stuffy and it was just feeling all congested and whatever. And then he sneezes like, I don't know, 7, 8 times in a row or whatever. And I'm like, are you just trying to outdo me? Like Jeepers Creepers. Just because you can sneeze 10 times in a row. I can only sneeze 2. Thank you, appreciate it. Appreciate it, thank you. There we go, I think that looks good for the last row there. Oh yeah, I could really hear the rain coming down. Yeah, if that was a little bit colder temperatures, we would have one heck of a lot of snow right now. Yay, no drop frames today. Woo, celebrate. We had an Irish setter allergy shot. She was allergic to grass, dust, feathers, rabbits, corned beef, but she is on the list of the longest living Irish setters at the vet, 15 plus 100 days. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Welcome, Lynn. Welcome to the chat. That's cool. I'm doing well. What about you there, Miss Kelly A? How's it going? We were just talking about doggies, and Sophie had a beginning part of an ear infection. So they just gave her 1 dose that should last 30 days to deal with what she needed to. But if we felt after 30 days there was something that she needed to come back for, then to obviously make an appointment. So $150 later. Yeah, I gotta love puppers that just give you all the loves, you know. I was trying to think if our German Shepherd was allergic to anything. I don't think so. She pretty much liked everything. She got a little persnickety in her old age. We had her for, maybe 5 years. She was 2.5 when we got her, so she was probably about 7.5. And then she decided she didn't want to eat her food unless there was some wet food involved, mixed in with the dry food, and make a little bit of gravy for her. I guess we'd spoiled her too many times between like a Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's or whatever. She felt like gravy needed to happen at every meal. So she got a little funny in her old age. She needed a little zhuzh with her dinner, or she just wouldn't eat. She'd just look at you. She was funny, wasn't she, Pop? We had to take our old boy to the emergency vet this week. Oh, wow. Oh, what was the, why, Tracy? Why did you have to take him? Yikes. That's expensive. But we love them. We love them. Yeah, exactly, Princess Sophie. You betcha. This doesn't seem like it was going to line up here. But she's my baby girl. You know what I mean? So I would do the same if it was one of us that was like, oh, my ear's bothering me, or oh, it really hurts, or whatever. It's like, call the doctor. Get in there right now. Figure out what's going on, right? Like, we would do the same to ourselves. So why won't we do the same for our animals who can't make that choice for them, right? So. And yeah, when emergency and surprise vet bills come up, yeah, they're not cheap. They're never ever cheap when you make that phone call. But it's better than losing your pet because you weren't paying attention. So. Oh no. Just shake it. Oh my gosh, that's horrible, Tracy. Poor little bug. Poor little bug. You need a hug. Duck it down and Avon Skin So Soft. Really, Suburban? Sissy is allergic to grain and fish. It makes her itch, and that dander makes me itch. Oh yeah. You know what? Surprisingly enough, when we first started streaming, we had Mr. Clive. He was our little black cat that we adopted. He was 5 or 6 years old when we adopted him. We had him for 11 years. He just passed away in April. But I didn't realize until after he was gone, I was allergic to him. And actually, it was you guys who told me I wasn't coughing as much during the streams. Or I wasn't coughing at all. Like, you know. Sometimes something that will tickle my throat, which is normal. It happens to people. Or you get a little phlegmy, or something's in the air that bothers you. But little did I know, I was actually allergic to the cat. He would set me off, and I wouldn't even think it was the cat. So I didn't think it was Mr. Clive that was making me cough. I just figured it was dander or fluff or dust in the air or something that was bothering like I suffered from asthma when I lived in Alberta. So I just figured it was like a mild form of asthma being set off by, the fluffs and stuffs of the air, like of, plant dander or plants and fibers and whatever, even cat or dog, mix of it all. But yeah, it was quite surprising. And fabric, sorry, Helly's got a great point there. Fabric dust too sets me off sometimes, depending on what I'm cutting, or if I'm cutting a lot. So, yeah, so I was actually quite surprised when one of the fans said, since, I hate to say this, but since Mr. Clive passed away, you don't cough nearly as much. And I was like, hey, wait a second. And even Pop was like, you're right. So we didn't think about it. I didn't think I was allergic to him, but I clearly was. So, and I would cuddle him and love him, and he would take over my chair, and he would take over the stream. I actually shared a picture to him on Facebook the other day. It popped up on it was from 2 years ago. He was all cuddled up on a little bench, on a little red bench with a little black fur. He is missed. He's very much missed. Uh-oh, we got a frozen camera? Looks like we got a frozen camera. Hello, Miss Bernadette. Probably Kathy. And there's really no, I don't know, there's really no space for the cat. You know what I mean? I get a grain-free, fish-free food, and we are good. I never have stress with the other dogs. That's good. That's good. Can you explain your method in making this rag quilt? Sorry, I missed it if you explained it. No worry, Virgie. Happy to help. I will, let me just sew down this row. And I will, because I'm finished after this point. And I will show you the sample that I made for a customer. This was a customer's request. She sent me a picture and said, hey, can you make something like this? I'm like, yippers. I just got to figure it out. And I'm a smart little cookie, so I can figure stuff out. How things go together. Yeah, I never ever would have thought I was allergic to Mr. Clive, and yet it was so evident after he had passed away that I clearly was, and he'd set me off so many times. And the fact every time you left your seat for a moment, it would be like move your feet, lose your seat, because he would take over your chair. he would, wouldn't he? Pesky Mr. Clive. All right, there we go. There's that. Okay, so here, I'm sorry, what was that? Okay. The server. Okay, we're restarting. Just stick around, okay? Apparently. Oh. We good? Oh, I see one. One's good. Oh, we here? Hello? Oh. I'm sorry, sweetie, what was that? Okay. Okay, alrighty. Weird. Fine on the laptop, not on the main system though. That's next weekend there, Virgie. We reached it today. We reached it today. Oh, let's see if this one's going to refresh here. It's next weekend. It's a party with us. Uh-huh. Next weekend. Okay, so back to my customer's project. Okay, this was it. So you had questions about how I got here. So what I did is I took a strip of fabric. I made it 10 inches wide. I found the 45-degree angle on my ruler, and I cut up 4 inches. Like I went at 4 inches and then cut 4 inches, cut on that 45. That's what gave me these lovely, beautiful pieces here. Now I did that for my top fabric, my middle fabric, which is this white fabric here, which is a flannel, and my backing, which was a red flowered flannel, okay? And then I sewed it together with a very generous 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then you come in with some spring-loaded snips, because trust me, you don't want to do this without some sort of spring-loaded snips. And you're going to come in and clip. If you happen to clip your seam that you just sewed, don't worry about it. Come back and just resew it. It's not a big deal. I've had to do that like 2 or 3 or 5 times on this quilt, so it's okay. I've gone through it, checked the seams, make sure everybody's good to go. So don't worry about it. If you end up clipping into the seam, just come back and resew it, all right? So she is extremely happy with this project. It is big and beautiful, and it is a lovely way, I think, to finish a quilt that you can't quilt it yourself. You don't want to quilt it yourself. This is a fantastic way to put it all together. And my strips were small enough that I didn't need to add any extra stitching in between, like the 3 packed together, like the 3 fabrics together before it got all put together. The strips were just long enough to be able to accommodate for that. So what I ended up having a lot of extra over was some triangles. So that's why we decided to do a rag tree skirt for today. Well, it was supposed to be last weekend, but our internet was crap, so we just had to change it for this weekend. And that's it. I'm done right here. So I'm going to come up the center right here, about midway, make a bit of a circle, and then I'm just going to clip all these edges here. Just clip them, like just like this. See? Got the overhead?
No, I don't have any of that camera stuff set up.
Okay. Then just like this, okay? See where the seam is here? And you just come in and you just clip. Quarter inch, half inch apart. And then they're all going to get all frayed. Okay? Oh, Sandra. Yeah, so that's my customer project. Like I said, she was very happy with that. Let's put that underneath my table here. And then here, let's cut up our center bit, and then we can make our circle, and then we're going to have to sew around that section like we would around the whole outside of this one as well, to be able to make it so it's ragged. Okay, so let's sew up the center here, or cut up the center. Okay. And then we want a nice little circle. This was going to be for a tree. I did put my dragon, the dragon that we were talking about, I put it back in the hoop while we were waiting. So I stretched it out. So I will finish it, and then I will wash it, and hopefully it will look nice and pretty. And if not, then I have it for me, and I will make something different for Sarah Lynn for her birthday. So that's okay. I'm willing to work with that. There we go. Where's my pencil? My wash away. Where's my wash away? So the chalk will do. Chalk will do just fine. Hello, Miss Annie-O. How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? There we go. Nice little circle there. That it looks orange, but it's actually really red. That's weird. All right, here, let's cut the little circle part out. Okay, now we got that. And then what we're going to want to do is to come in on either sides of this gap a good ½ inch, because we're going to clip. We're going to clip this. So we're going to go all the way around, okay? All the way around, like all the way around the outside as well. We're just going to start off on the edge here, okay? Turn it up to a nice big stitch, like maybe 3.5 or something like that. Give it a good ½ inch, and then just whip it all the way around. Okay. Like I said, we're just going to clip that. My neighbor, literally across the driveway from me, has a tree skirt, but she says it's too small, so she wants me to make a nice big white one with green stitch out with green stitch out of holly on it, and a nice big red binding to go all the way around. So of course that's a bias cut binding if you're going to go around a circle. So that should be fun. That'll be a project that I'll be taking on Monday. It'll probably be maybe a longer on Wednesday. Maybe we'll make it longer on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. And we're just using white fabric. I'm going to use white cotton for the top, and that broadcloth white cotton ×2 on the bottom. So she's saving some money there. And then we're going to use a nice dark green thread and stitch it out with holly on Walt. And then we will make the tree skirt from there. We'll make it nice and circular and make sure it's bigger than what she has. She's got a beautiful one, right? It's a felt one, but she says it's just way too short. So I could show you. It's actually at the door. It's quite pretty, but we can make something different. But it's nice to see the before and after. You know what she had and what she wanted in between. So yeah, she's very excited. I've done some quilts for. I did a quilt for her. She made a beautiful green scrappy quilt. Oh, it was gorgeous. Actually, the couple. I think I talked about it during the Longer Wednesday video. The couple had asked, or the people had asked the couple, people who were coming to the wedding to bring a bit of scrap fabric or a chunk of fabric that meant something to them or was meaningful to them, and it had to be green. So that, anyways, she ended up with all these big bunches of fabric chunks, and she made a quilt out of it for her friends as a wedding gift, and then I quilted it up, and it was absolutely gorgeous. She did such a beautiful job, and she gave me all the green scraps. So that grew my green scrap collection immensely. Sorry, Sassalette. But it did, and that actually inspired part of the green Bargello quilt that we did for the Scrappy Adventure, or Fabric Adventure of, I think it was 2018 or 2017. I can't remember now. It's been so long. So yeah, it's really nice. It's a cute little skirt too, but clearly green. Can't help you. I'm not swearing at you. I'm just informing you. Just informing you, Miss Sass. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you're going to be with your family for the Christmas holiday. I really am. I hope everybody can be with somebody they love. Even if it's just your fur baby. It's your fur baby who loves you unconditionally. They don't care if you got your pajamas on or you're walking around in your saggy underwears. They don't care. They love you for who you are and that you love them and care about them. I just hope everybody has somebody to hang out with. I'm going to pick up turkey and a nice roast to figure out what, and we'll leave it to whatever just before to figure out what we're going to want for the day. I always save one for New Year's, so we'll see. I'd have a nice big roast like we did last year for Christmas, and then the turkey for New Year's. That seems good to me, but we'll see what Pop says. Peeking in your windows? No, what's going on? I've not been peeking. Not that kind of peeper. All right, now we went all the way around, and that literally meant all the way around from the part of the whole creation to get around the skirt, to get around the tree, okay? And then what we do from this part here is we come in with those spring-loaded snippies, and we just come in and clip, 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 clip. Actually got all of them. Hubby and I will be together. We have to accept the bright side of it. Alberta lockdown disallowing families getting together. It is what it is. We will survive. Well, that's exactly it, you know, and that's why maybe I just wasn't so gung-ho on. I thought I was, but then I really don't want to put a tree up. I'm sorry, you know. Maybe it's the death of my mom. I don't know. Just hold on. It's very strange to see the backboard so empty of product. No kidding, Sonia. That's exactly what Pop said earlier today. Actually, I think it was yesterday when I cleaned it up. Boy, he goes like, boy, that looks weird. He goes, it was so full of color for so long. I'm like, I know, with the blocks, right? The sew along, be my neighbor. So, and you just want to come in and you want to clip, but not to your sew line. If you happen to go through your sew line, you can always come back and fix it. It's not a big deal. Don't stress about it. Don't be all panicky or sad face or anything. It's something we can deal with. Just come back in and sew it again. It's not a big deal. But you do end up with a lot of fibers, just saying. Okay? Because you're cutting things and then you're fluffing them, right? Fire in the basement of our house last week, so we have no plan for Christmas. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mike. I hear you there. I hear you there. Jeepers creepers. I'm glad you're safe. What was it that caught fire? We had a house fire in 2000, and it was an electrical fire in the attic that started it. So... I know that was 2000 for us, and it took me a long time to be able to drive somewhere and be able to, like, you know, when you smell like somebody having a fire in the backyard, or, you know, they're setting their wood stove or something, you'd be like, I gotta follow that smell. I have to make sure the house isn't on fire. It was insane. I used to make Pop drive around like crazy. I need to know where that smell's coming from. Oh, furnace. Oh, really? Was it like, what happened? Like, was it dust, or it just decided to go kaput? I agree, Linda Lindsay. All right. So we're just going to clip around the outside first. Get all the way around. And like I said, with some fluffing and some tosses in the dryer and stuff like that, this will look all beautiful and raggedy and lovely and adorable. Obviously, you need to trim that red stuff off. Yeah, that's scary, Mike. It really is. It's nothing worse than a house fire. We woke up to ours aflame. So that was even more like, what the heck is going on here? At, like, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning. Miss Sophie's snoring away there. I wish you guys could hear her. She's so funny. Not a care in the world, just snoring away. No idea. Oh, geez, that's scary though, buddy. It really is. That's really scary. We were living down in the States at the time, and it was just after Pop and I's 5th wedding anniversary. We'd come up to Canada to celebrate our 5th wedding anniversary with his grandparents, Pop's grandparents, and his uncles up at their farm, and so on and so forth. And then Pop was headed down to, well, he was working in Florida, but he came up for the little break there. Of a little bit of our anniversary vacation. And then when we drove back, it was the night of July 4th. And first we thought it was a firework, or it could be a firework or an electrical, because they weren't quite sure, because something did burn through the screen window that night. So it could have been a firework that came up through the window and then just set a box of stuff on fire. But anyways, we woke up on the 5th to our house aflame. We were all still packed, because we did like the 9-hour drive that day, like on the 4th, and we were so tired, like literally our bags were still packed at the door, And then to wake up in the morning, actually it was Pop who woke me up, thank goodness. And it took him a few times, so I had some suffering smoke inhalation at that point in time when he woke me up. And yeah, it was kind of scary because before we went down to went up to Ontario here to Canada for our anniversary celebration, I had moved Munchkin's room from the middle room in between him and I, or Pop and I, to the farthest one because it was a bigger one, and I could put a couch in there and we could read because he was at that age where he was 4, so he was, you know, learning to read, and you know, we were reading together on the couch, and you know, so on and so forth, right? So I ended up moving his room, and strangely enough, thank goodness, because where the fire had burned through from the attic was in that room in between us, and the embers were falling on the spare bed that was there. So yeah, so I was it's just, you know, some things are just weird, you know, when you think about it afterwards. Like, why did we move him? Well, because we wanted him to have more space, and then this and that, you know, but it's like we made that decision to move him, right? Like, I don't know, it's just weird. Life is weird. When you think about it in the end after, especially in a traumatic situation, it has a whole different play of scenario. I'm just trying to eave this up here before I go and trim it. I first started by Cat getting on the hob and turning it on. Good question, Virgie. What's a hob? What's a hob? What's a hob, Anne? Oh, good. Well, we didn't have renter's insurance at the time, so we lost everything that caught fire. But thank goodness the house we were renting from had homeowner's insurance, so they got the rest of the place all fixed up, thank goodness. But it took, 2 months? And then I ended up coming back up here to Canada for those months, and Pop was down in Florida. So we were separated for probably 2.5 months without seeing each other, and that was literally one of the toughest things we've ever done in our relationship. So it was really, really scary, Mindy. You have no idea. See, usually when you say my name, you're like Laurelyn or whatever, and I'm wide awake, especially if I'm sleeping or something like that. So the fact that Pop said he actually had to bounce me out of bed to wake me up to say the house is on fire, just goes to show how much smoke inhalation I was suffering at that point in time, right? So yeah, and I was just, once we realized afterwards of the fact of, processing things, I'm like, oh my gosh, Marcus, Munchkin, would have been in that room. And his bed would have been burning. It could have fallen on him. Ashes could have fallen, oh my gosh. It was just the thoughts afterwards where all the 3 of us and the dog all came out alive, so. And I remember me asking Munchkin to take the dog Zeba, our German Shepherd at the time, because we'd adopted her 2 years before? A year and a half before? Probably about a year and a half before. And she was just as big as he was, which was so funny, to get him to go control her. And she didn't react at all. And normally she would, but because we had been out on the farm and we had fires and there was a fire pit and everything else like that, I don't think she even realized the house was aflame, right? Because she just kind of got used to that smell of burning wood. And yeah, other than that, I think she probably would have woke us up. But, nonetheless, traumatic time. We lived through it. We're good. Allergic to cat saliva, not cat fur. Really, my mom was too. Our cat Tartar. She couldn't stand the licks. Every time the cat would lick her, she would get a rash. I thought that was the weirdest thing. I'm just not in the mood this year. So much going on. Is that because of the whole... we just don't have the Christmas stuff up. I don't know. I'm not into it. 45,000, so thankful for insurance. Oh, that's good, because I think the whole attic and the second floor that had to get some work done, I think it was 75, and that was in 2000, so that was a lot of money. It was 75,000 they had to... That was the insurance cost. Or what the insurance assessment was, I guess. So... But the people we rented from were so sweet and so adorable, and they were just the loveliest little old couple. And we had such a good relationship with them, and they were just so concerned about us. They didn't care about the house. They even offered for Munchkin and I to stay with them while the house was getting fixed up. And I went, no, it's okay. We have a place to go in Canada. We have family to go to. And I just thought it was a good opportunity to be able to spend extra time with Munchkin's great-grandparents and his great-uncles and stuff like that, and be able to help them out for a couple of months, right? So it all worked out in the end. It was a great experience. I learned how to drive a trailer, how to drive, because I had a Durango at the time, and to help out one of Kent's Pop's uncles was driving his lawn maintenance trailer around and working for him or working with him. And then Munchkin hung out with great grandma, and it was good. It was in a way it was good. I mean, it was some really trying and stressful times. But in the end, I'm glad he actually had that opportunity to spend with them that he never would have, right? So, especially months straight, right? So, there we go. Clipped all the way around the outside. And then what you just do one row. Oh, Becca's on at 9. Don't let me forget. And then I was watching the Hercule Poirot, and I got up and I looked at the computer and it said 9:47, and I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed. So I'm so sorry I missed your stream. I'm sorry. Do you stream only Friday nights? Or is there another time that you stream? Because I love your tutorials. I love your videos and your unboxing and stuff like that. It's amazing. So thank you. Thank you for doing what you do, girl. Gotta get ready for Pat's Company Christmas dinner. Have a great weekend. Bye, Lois. Big hugs. Mwah. See you soon. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Okay, and then from this section here, you just got to clip, like I said, your rows and then your bits in between. And then you got yourself a lovely rag tree skirt. And this will be like unique and a family favorite for decades to come. Okay. And I guess I was kind of doing maybe 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. Had a bunch of melted electrical lines, water lines, no structural damage. Like, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Well, I'm just sorry I missed you. I'm sorry I missed you. And is that 9 p.m. Eastern? Or are you like on some other time zone and you're just like a night owl or something? Because like, I got to go to bed early, girl. I'm tired. Yeah, just Friday nights, but thinking about doing another day too. Thinking about a quilting afternoon or on Sundays. And thanks for the oh, wow, happy to. I would Sunday sounds good. Book me in around afternoonish. Happy to hang out with you. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I was like, oh, and then it said set reminder. And I knew I should have clicked that button because while I was watching Hercule Poirot, the ending of season 6, I think it was, I would have got a reminder and then I would have went and watched you. So, because I can watch Hercule whenever. I can't watch Sobecca whenever, though. Yep, Eastern. Okay, all right, you're a night owl then, girl. I need to go to bed early. Maybe it's I'm old and you're young and vibrant and beautiful and full of it. And I'm old and cranky. See, look, I've clipped it. Remember I was talking about at the beginning that you have to kind of oil them a little bit? See? It's got that little bit of stiffiness happening with the spring loads. So I bought 2 of these. Does anybody have a better suggestion for a spring-loaded scissors for doing rag quilts than these ones right here, which is a Klaus titanium spring-loaded. Okay. I'm old. I'm old. I need my sleep. Like I end up having 2 of these. So I know that your share of the cost will be our insurance in Iowa made us pay about $6,000 for our share of the new roof. I was ticked. Yeah, I would be too there, Vicky. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, 6,000? Yeah, we didn't have to pay anything because we were the renters, but I don't remember the landlords. Oh my gosh, they were such a cute little couple. I can't remember their name now, honey. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. But they were just an adorable little couple that just fell in love with Marcus Munchkin as a young little person, and they would take him. They wanted to take him to church, and he wanted to go to church. So I'm like, go to church with the. Hey, have at her. You know, I don't want to stifle him. He wants to do what he wants to do. As a parent, you have to open up the doors of everything, of knowledge, whether it be religion, political, life, social, everything is all you have to feed your children, and what they take from it is up to them, right? So if he was interested in going to church and they wanted to take him, he went off to Sunday school with them. So, and they really appreciated us letting him go. They enjoyed his little company. So, and we'd always chat for, a couple hours afterwards and stuff like that. They were just really good people. They just had good hearts. Hello, Rita. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, titanium, you fancy. Well, I've only used Fiskars, really? But it doesn't bounce. Like, come on. Like, after a few snips, it stays there. You got to put some oil in it, right? That gets a little blah. Gets a little blah blah. Yeah, so Becca's amazing. She's very talented. I enjoy watching her. I've lurked a couple of times. I haven't said much because I don't have the posting of Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. I have LLF, and I just didn't want that to set some people off sometimes. So, not that I'm saying like I'm super famous or anything. I'm not, but I don't want to take away from some people's streams. So there we go. See, much better. Little drop of oil. And shifting those blades a bit help make it easier, okay? It's a good tip. Yes, you're right, Suburban. 20 years ago, I could literally trust those people. It took a while. It took us about a year, 2 years. 2 years, I think, for us to trust them enough to take them to church. But they were just church-loving people, and that's what they did. And I remember going over to their house for a Christmas dinner, or maybe it was a Christmas Eve dinner, and they had this most beautiful musical horse ceramic thing. I don't know. It was gorgeous. It was massive. It was probably half the size of my sewing table. And she brought it out every Christmas, and the horses would go up and down, and it was beautifully painted and had all these sorts of lights and music and stuff. I would be mesmerized by it. Absolutely mesmerized by it. So I was like, I'll spend the whole evening hanging out here watching that thing. It was beautiful. I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. So, and they said that it was a family tradition, and that's what they did. And they, we sang a couple of songs, and they were just really good people, and it was happy to share our life with them because we were just three people into the States that we didn't know anybody. We had no family down there, no social connection whatsoever. So the fact that they were willing to take, a young couple with a young little munchkin into their little hearts and into their homes and welcome them like you would a family member that you hadn't seen in years, and we were strangers. But they just loved us like we were family. And I just thought that was just so special. I felt really special by that. And I apologize forever for burning down their house or burning the top part of their house. Not that it was my fault, but just saying, like it was obviously, we were there when it happened. So, to counter at the buzzing. Oh, I love Hercule Poirot. Actually, today I found He's actually quite an avid Bible reader, Mr. David Suchet. Suchi? I say Suchet, but it's not right. Anyways, I was listening to Gospel of Mark. It's about 2 hours long. He does it as a reading. He does many gospels actually. He reads from them. He actually has a videotape set of him reading the complete Bible from beginning to end. And that would be absolutely amazing. So, and that was actually my first time of hearing his voice as not Hercule Poirot, as the actor David, right? So it was like, wait a second here. That took me a little bit. I only listened to it for about 7 or 8 minutes before I realized I got prep stuff to do here for the live stream. But I am looking forward to listening to all of them actually. He's got Gospel of Mark, Gospel of David, Gospel. There's a few of them. He's like I said, he's like 27 hours, or no, it was a 27-year achievement for him to read the Bible aloud from beginning to end. So 27 years. And he didn't start off as a religious man. He didn't grow up in a religious family. It all started with him reading a part of the Bible in a hotel. And that's what inspired his love of the gospel and the word of God. And I'm not preaching to anybody here because I'm not a preacher. But I'm just saying, I just thought it was really neat. It's nice to know something about somebody that I've been watching for years. So. Here, plug me in then. I missed who was the. Okay, we good? We good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're sorry. I'm sorry.
What were you talking about?
What was I? I forgot what I was talking about.
The Bible and Poirot?
Oh, that I didn't. You don't necessarily have to grow up in a religious family to appreciate the Bible. I guess. Sorry, it was quite pretty much what I was going at. So, it doesn't always have to influence your life. You could come to it naturally afterwards, or it's been part of your life the whole time. So, like I said, I'm not a preacher. I don't want to preach to anybody. I'm just saying I thought it was very interesting. And I plan on finishing listening to the Gospel of Mark tomorrow. David they say it. I call it Suchet, but that's because how it looks to me. Suchet. He's an UK or a British actor. And he's done some plays as well as be the main character for the Agatha Christie mystery novels of Hercule Poirot. So there we go. Hopefully I got that right. Suchet. There we go. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Sounds like Suchet. I knew it was like, it's not, you don't say the T. Like I was saying Suchet because it looks like Suchet to me, but that's because of my Canadian accent. You know what I mean? Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, so he's amazing. He's amazing. I just thought it was really interesting to listen to that. Like I said, I plan on finishing it off tomorrow. So. And it's nice to learn different things, right? It's nice to be able to have your mind open to other people's teachings. And he read it as one whole, no break or anything like that. It was like 2 hours. Apparently he just reads it straight off. So he was talking about an actor named Alec McCowan, which is interesting because my maiden name is McCowan, and or my mom's maiden name is McCowan, or was, I'm sorry. And I just thought that was really interesting that this actor memorized the whole Gospel of Mark in 16 months and would just read it off in two hours, like, or say it in 2 hours, and just, I'm like, that's just amazing memory. Yeah, sorry about the sound. Yeah, Mr. Suche. Why are you snipping it? Because that is part of the rag quilt feel or design of the project. That's why you, when you're sewing all those edges together, they're pretty much all the right side edges together, and you're sewing about a 1/2 inch, and then you clip in, and that's what they call a rag quilt. You clip all these, and then you fray the edges, and then after a few washes and dries, it looks all frayed. So that's the thing. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. Yeah, and then that's, you just kind of work your way from down the rows and then up each side to make sure you're getting everybody. And if you miss somebody, it's not a big deal. It kind of has a bit of forgiveness to it, so you know, it's kind of a good beginner quilt. Just saying. And if you happen to get too zealous and come in and clip where your seam is as you need to trim it, you just come back and sew it. It's not a big deal. Oh, bye, Vicky. Take care. Be grateful for the gift I am giving you. Oh, really? What's going on? What's happening there, Sass? I'm left-handed and bought left-handed scissors. Ha ha ha. Worst mistake ever. I'd cut it too deep and messed up all the cut. So I use right-handed scissors. Too funny. Oh, really interesting. It should be really neat washed. That's for sure. For sure. And it's like a cute little, like I said, it's a cute little tree skirt. No one said it had to be super huge. And like I said, you just cut it all the way around and fray up the edges. And after a couple washes, it'll look so cool and very neat. So, what time are we at? Oh, really? Is it 3:30? Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we should cut it there. Okay. All right, so we didn't get to the little project for this week, but we will for next week, okay? So that is this here. What did I do with my book? Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Is it? Nope. Okay. What's a piece of paper? Oh my gosh, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Okay, well, next week we're going to do this little cross stitch pattern here, but we're going to make it into a pillow. Okay, that little guy right there. Oh. I feel better about starting my project. Oh, thank you, Virgie. I hope so. I hope so. If you have any questions, please just message me, okay? It's next weekend there, so Becca. Miss Becca. From it seems like we are now 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. next weekend. I've got a lovely project to work on for a young family. Miss Allison knows who they are, and we've discussed doing a kind of a bit of a joint project together. She's going to send me the backing, and I'm going to do the top. So I will work on that next week, and it's going to be a really big, or a carpenter's star. So if you go to Jordan Fabrics and look up the carpenter star there, that's the one we're going to be doing, okay? I don't have a link for you, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to go by my word. Oh, you should come join us on Tuesdays, Miss Kathleen. It's so cute. We have a lot of fun. We did that lovely little bookmark, and then we did the little, there's a little, so actually, hold on. There's actually 2 on that one. I'll show you. My lovely little project bag. So there's the spot of tea. Sorry. Oh, there we go. That's what we did first. That was a free pattern from Dragon Designs on Facebook. And then this one here is exclamation X stitch, or C stitch, sorry, exclamation C stitch. And you can get a link to this free one here. So we're just going to do the reindeer. We're going to do the reindeer as like a pillow. So we'll work on that a little bit next week, as well as the other project I had going on there, okay? So we'll mix it up. We'll have some fun. And then we did this beautiful little bookmark. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous little bookmark here. Yeah, so we'll putter away at that. So I will miss everybody who's not here for next week. And we will not be here the 26th, okay? So just know that we will not be here the 26th. We will see you on the 2nd of January if we don't see you next week for the 12 hours, okay? So thank you, everybody. I appreciate your feedback on my little straight stitch catastrophe that happened. I think I'm gonna just keep plugging away at it and wash it like you guys had suggested, and just go from there. Funny, Linda. Is next Saturday the last live? Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, you spelled pepperoni wrong. You got an pineapple and it's a oni. Yeah, so I'll keep plugging away at that, and maybe I'll show it next weekend. We will be here from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Please come hang out with us. We may have a giveaway or 2. You just never know. We just appreciate your time and, you know, the fact that you want to hang out with us. Okay. There we go. Perfect, Kathleen. Lots of free patterns there, whether they be crafty, cross stitch, what have you. You can implement it your own way. We're going to change one of them and make it into fabric squares of 1.5 by 1.5 fabric squares, and then we'll make the reindeer. Okay. I'm not sure my niece would appreciate that. I don't know. We'll see. If it's for me, I will keep it. I'll just leave it the way it is. But if I decide to give it to my niece, then I will. I'll clean it up. Well, I'm happy you got to say hello there, Carol Baldwin. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, you too, Pauline. Big hugs to you. Got my pillow done. So nice to have company while making it. Very nice, Sammy D. Thank you so much. And Miss Helly's son is his 30th birthday next week, so let's all wish him a happy early birthday. Big hugs from us at the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. We appreciate him and the love he gives to his mama. So, when can I resume driving? I'll get some supplies for sure. When I can resume. Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you, everybody. Big hugs to you. If you have any questions, you can always just leave it in the comments afterwards. And we will see you next Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Be ready to party. We got stuff to do and things to do. And we'll probably bake some cookies. We'll make some cookies. Maybe some ginger snaps. And maybe one of Pop's favorites. We got to make one of my favorites. We got to make one of Pop's favorites. Big hugs, everybody. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.